Now, the big question lately on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, has been, is this all on Pete or is this on Chip? I'm here to tell you it's on both. That's my opinion. This is clearly on both. Let me ask you something. Why the fuck are we worried about a running back stance when he's a generational talent that has proven to get it done in a big way with that stance? Why? Why are we micromanaging people? Why the fuck are we overly critical of our young center's confidence, claiming his head's already big enough when he's a Remington Award winner, but I know, let's put him at right guard. That'll show him who's boss. It makes no sense. Chip is acting like a salty stepdad, treating NFL players like they're his stepchildren with this my way or the highway attitude. And it's not, this is Chip's MO. If you go back and listen to LaShawn McCoy tell it, this is Chip's MO. 100%. Now, Pete, I'll have more about Chip later and here in a little bit. I want to talk about Pete. Now, I said it when he was hired, and I'm going to say it again. He's too old. He needs to go enjoy retirement. When you find yourself overthinking and making bad decisions every step of the way, it's because the game is past you. I'm just saying. I mean, let's go into the scandals. Christian Wilkins. Cut him for antics in the locker room. We still don't know what those antics were. I thought we'd find out by now, but we still haven't found out. Has Christian Wilkins even signed with anyone else? So maybe he was a real problem. All right, that's cool. Well, then Myers requests a trade. What? And then Cooper retires after less than a week with the team. Now, I know how it sounds. But if you're not a Raiders fan or you're new to Raider Nation, then this was a real quiet offseason for us. Even though those three things happened. Then we jump into the season. JPJ is not only in the wrong position, but he's forced to sit out. Because they say concussion protocol in that one game, yeah. But then in the next game, he was fine. He was cleared to play, and you still benched him. Why? Is it so you can see how good Kappa was? See what he could do? Even though last year he was the worst NFL lineman in the league, and he was injured for most of training camp, so why would you think he got better? Genty stance, that falls under scandal, because why are you micromanaging your players? And then Jermaine Pratt, that's a scandal. That's the biggest scandal we've had this season. And this is all leaking into the season. Now, usually Raiders drama is big in the offseason, and it tends to die down a little bit with little sprinkles of drama during the season. But it's usually like all the noise is in the offseason, and it bleeds over into the season, and we kind of, other than getting our asses beat, we kind of quiet it down. The whole Myers trade request, he handled that very professionally. But now the wheels are falling off, and we're only 5 games in. Here's my take. This team's not going to be better until we prioritize quarterback. We have not prioritized quarterback since we drafted Jamarcus Russell first overall. Now, is ownership really that scarred to draft a quarterback high after Jamarcus Russell was just an abysmal bum? Is that what's going on? Because at this point, I'm starting to go back to the preseason. That Seahawks fan holding the sign, bigger bust, Jamarcus Russell or Geno Smith, I'm starting to feel that's a valid question. And I think we all are. 9 picks in 5 games? And that's Pete's guy? $75 million over 2 years. And this is what we get. That's crazy, dog. We will not get better until we prioritize quarterback. Whether it's got to be in the draft. Who are we going to trade for? Any team that has a good quarterback is not going to trade them. Like, yeah, it's just not going to work. Unless you got a quarterback that they're interested in, we don't. With a good quarterback, we can attract those young offensive-minded head coaches. I mean, look, we got Liam. He went with Trevor Lawrence. Ben, he went with Caleb Williams. Last year, Harbaugh went with Herbert. Hell, even Dan Quinn got Jaden Daniels. All those teams are doing well. Well, I mean, Bears, I can't say all those teams. Bears are, but they all got their guy. We know why those coaches picked them, because they all got their guy. Oh, but AP sucks. Even though we had, let me check my notes, Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. What a stud quarterback room. Yet, last year, an AP-led team looks way better than this Pete Carroll-led team we're getting this year. This abysmal product we're putting out rests on the shoulders of both Pete and Chip. Now, we should have known Chip had character issues. When he traded LaShawn McCoy for Kiko Alonso, the Bills said it was the easiest, best trade they ever had. McCoy goes on to say Chip monitored players' sleep, what they ate. He even monitored the cars they took to the games. They weren't allowed to take certain vehicles to games. They weren't allowed to listen to certain music in the locker room. Yeah, this is a JMD 2.0 crew if I've ever seen it. Now we're going to sit here and say, well, Kyle, we can't just keep rinsing and repeating. We can't just keep rinsing and repeating. No, we can't. But we got to get it right one of these times. The game passed Pete. Dog, come on. I wasn't a fan of that signing. I wasn't a fan of the Geno Smith signing. Now, usually I'll go all out on the X post talking crap about that. But this time, I took a step back. And I thought, I'll just see how it goes. I should have called my shot from the jump. Because, I mean, I can't say I knew it was going to be this bad because nobody knew it was going to be this bad. But I knew it wasn't going to be good. Hit me with your thoughts. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah. That's all I got. That's all I got. Because that game versus the Colts was sad. Can't even talk about the game. What are we going to say? You going to say the whole team sucked? I mean, old boy still broke 100 all-purpose yards, so cool with that, but how long are we going to have him? Keep going in this trajectory. Like, share, subscribe. Win, lose, tie, Raider Nation till I die.